Willkommen zurück zu einer gemütlichen Folge Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Oder ich muss die Zeit sehen. So. Für mich ist längere Zeit vergangen. Ich muss was für die Uni machen, habe eine Hausarbeit geschrieben, die extrem gut ist. Geht so. Aber jetzt sind wir wieder zurück bei Final Fantasy 13 und wollen ja weitermachen. Wenn ich mich recht erinnere, habe ich Sound? Ja. Ich muss ja eigentlich erstmal so zurechtfinden. Waren wir auf der Suche nach dem letzten Restaurant. Und was ich echt noch gerne nachschauen würde, ist, ob... Boah, ich bin so ein bisschen, das nicht ganz so... Moment. Träge Steuern von Dark Souls gewöhnt gerade. Oh, und Sprinten tut man hier auch nicht. Ja, ja. So, und zwar wollte ich ihn noch fragen. Ja. Snow Spezial, auf jeden Fall.
When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
6 von 6 Gaststätten besucht.
You visited all the best. Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If Xiii's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at Xiii's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old Xiii's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about Xiii's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, Xiii's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about Xiii's.
Well, a long time ago... let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success, he just needs the final ingredient.
Die geheime Zutat Zibbet. Zibbet ist die geheime Zutat, die die Speisen im Xiii's zu etwas Besonderem machen wird. Du erhältst es nach einem Sieg über das Monster Felix in der Hauptstraße. Besorg das Zibbet und bring es Gott und mir. Haben wir das nicht schon? Übrigens ganz gut, dass wir kurz mal noch reinschauen können. Genau, dem müssen wir das zurückgeben. Oder? Genau. Der kommt irgendwann wieder. Lebenselixier. Ah ja, genau, wenn ich von Gift bin, muss ich das Zeug trinken, was er mir gegeben hat. Entschuldigung, ich schaue jetzt mal noch kurz nach. Genau, da haben wir quasi einen Termin um 12 Uhr mittags. Familienbetrieb. Das haben wir jetzt gerade. Segne Schatz. Achso, das müssen wir auch nur zurückbringen. Der Junge war nicht da. Und von der Wunschtafel haben wir Ätherspulen. Das kommt so nach und nach. Giftstachel, das ist auch eher so nach und nach. Und dafür müssen wir in, wo war das? Abschussstelle in der Wildlanden, genau. Okay. Und dafür mussten wir um 18 Uhr im Industrietor sein, genau, um in den Palast zu kommen zu Snow. Alles klar. Ja. Was wir vielleicht noch machen sollten, ist das hier reinzuhauen. Dass wir ein bisschen Zeit haben. Achso. Achso, ich hab das schon. Ja, ich hab das schon, genau. Das wollte ich eigentlich nachschauen, bevor ich hier durchs Menü gehuscht bin. Genau, ich hab das schon und das sage ich jetzt ihm.
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found civet musk. Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. Seedes is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of Xiii for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to Xiii's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and Xiii's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Alles klar.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you remember what the owner of Xiii's told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds, Hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
Oh, okay.
That's why Gordon won't meet Xiii's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to Xiii's.
Alles klar. Bitte schön, junger Mann.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you?
Yeah.
This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish, just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to Xiii's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
Das ist schon ganz lustig, wie... Also, das sind die Kochsounds.
There it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
Um 5 Uhr nachts. Alles klar.
Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Steak à la Zibbet. Machen wir klar. Bringen wir zum Gordon Gourmet. Ich wollte vorhin sagen, es ist schon ganz lustig, wie es hier Assets gibt und Models, die echt so aussehen. Also ne, hinter dem Koch gerade die Schalen mit Beeren und Obst drin und so weiter. Die könnten auch gut aus N64-Tagen stammen. Naja. Hallo? Ist ihr Essen bestellt?
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at Xiii's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then...
Warte, wie ist der denn als Gourmet?
Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? What do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of Xiii's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what Xiii's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Oh.
How did you find me?
My
Papa.
apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But father, I left you.
Aha.
My wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes,
Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make Xiii's a success again!
Das ist das ist alles? Aller. Na okay, das ist ganz cool. Okay.
That went well.
Ja.
A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer?
Ja, bla bla. Was ich gerade noch kurz schauen wollte, haben wir eigentlich neue? Nö. Nö. Niemand schenkt uns irgendwas. So. Also, das hätten wir jetzt erledigt mit einem Familienbetrieb. Was hatten wir eigentlich noch? Ups, sorry, falsch. Hier zu erledigen. Genau, hier gab es auch was Neues. Lightning, und wird klar, dass es dem Dokument wird wie immer von Waffenzweck und sein, noch will es im Wirkungstagebuch geben. Keine Ahnung. Gang des Sturzes mit Lackley. Achso, ja genau, das war der mit der Frau. Verstehe. Och, so viel Sidequests. Wir gucken mal, ob wir zeitlich so hinkommen, da vielleicht noch was zu machen.
Your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something
Oder haben wir überhaupt genug? Haben wir genug? Ja, wir können eine noch machen.
off the campfire grill,
Don't forget,
Die Frage ist...
Citizens are asked to report
die Zeit...
matching this description to the nearest security.
Der wird aufgehoben. Ah! Das habe ich echt gut gemacht. Verdammt. Das war nicht sehr klug von mir. Okay. Auf jeden Fall ist dann dieser Tag damit beendet aber auch, oder? Also jetzt haben wir noch 15 Minuten, keine EP mehr. Und hier ist Tag, oder was? Um 5:45 Uhr? Na gut, kann schon sein. Trotzdem ein bisschen komisch.
Light, you have to be in the Ark at 6 o'clock every morning
Ich
to
weiß.
regulate the time distortion.
Ich werde hier aber nichts mehr schaffen jetzt. Naja, was. Naja, okay, aber ich habe, wir haben jetzt gut was gepackt, würde ich sagen. Da brauchen wir uns nicht beschweren. Wir haben relativ viel offen für den nächsten Tag jetzt an Sidequests. Werden mal schauen, wie wir da hinkommen. Ups. Ja. 58, 59, 6 Uhr. Ende von Tag 3. Lightning kehrt in die Archer zurück. Was sind für komische Sounds im Hintergrund? Sterbende Pinguine oder was? Schön, wie das hier in 60 FPS läuft. Bei euch nicht, ne? Na, schade. Bei mir ist das psychedelische Abfuck in 60 Bildern pro Sekunde.
Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care.
Oh oh. Verliert Lightning etwa ihre Menschlichkeit? Das wäre ja eine noch nie aufgegriffene Thematik in japanischen fiktionalen Werken. So, kriege ich jetzt mal einen Tag geschenkt oder wie ist es? Ich bin ordentlich am Malochen. Finde ich, hätte jetzt mal eine Belohnung verdient. Tag 4, 5 Tage bis zum Weltuntergang. Ey, ich mache jetzt Sidequests ohne Ende und ich krieg einfach keine Tage dazu. Das gibt's doch nicht.
Well, it's that time again.
Vielleicht sollte ich mich ein bisschen zurückhalten. Mit Sidequests. Schwarzmagier, Weißmagier, coolio. So, ist da noch irgendwas? Ey, dieses Wasser, was hier auch ist, ne? Das fuckt mich immer so ein bisschen ab. So, was möchte er?
So Vanille seems well. I'm glad. I remember her, you know, from way back when.
Noch mehr Glorien. Ey. Okay. Na gut.
It was just for a second, but I saw Sarah. I guess I must be doing something right. God decided to give me a little taste of my final reward.
You don't sound very pleased.
Ever since I woke up as the savior, I haven't felt much of anything.
I think it's because you've been made something more than human, something almost divine.
Wait, what do you mean?
The Savior is God's chosen servant. The Aradia is your life force now. It's the light of God himself inside every cell of your being. What I'm saying is, it's as if you're turning into a god yourself.
And when does that stop? When the end comes, will I be sitting up there in heaven with Benevelsa himself? Not the future I want.
Ja, kann ich gut verstehen. Klingt eher sucky. So, wir machen hier eine Pause und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Folge 40. 40? Nein, 39, kurz vorher. Bis dann.